Hi, Sierra. It's Jasmine with listed.com. Hey, we're not going to bombard you with phone calls, but I did notice that you registered on our site, and I want to let you know that we are here to help you and change anything on the property search. So, could you tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for?
Wow, that's actually kind of crazy because I haven't even finished signing up. How did you get my number?
Oh, yes. Well, absolutely. I can see how that's crazy to you. We do work really fast and we want to make sure that we get to you as soon as you sign up so that you know we're not just a system. So, if you don't mind telling me a little bit more about your search, I can customize it for you and make sure you're getting all the houses that you want to see.
Okay, well, I'm currently looking in the Davenport area, but I'm not looking to make a move anytime soon. I'm just browsing at the moment right now.
Sure, no worries. Well, I think Davenport is a great area. What takes you out there?
Well, my mom is getting older, so I wanted to be a little bit closer to her, and it is a little bit closer to my job. So it's kind of like a win-win situation for me to be closer to my mom and family and also be closer to my job.
Absolutely, Ciara. I think that's fantastic. You want to be closer to your mom and you don't want the commute to your job to be so far. How long have you been considering this move?
I've been considering it for a while, but I don't think I've like actually made the jump until recently. Because I just want to get that process going. I know the home buying process is a tedious process. So I just want to be sure that all my P's and Q's are in the correct order. And, I do this the right way because I don't want any mess ups during this process.
Absolutely. You sound like you've been through this before. Did you ever like go through the pre-approval process or speak with a mortgage specialist about this?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to get the process started sooner, but the agent that I had kind of made it such a bad experience for me that I withheld from it for so long. But I did get pre-approved. I think there were some complications with the paperwork and I got pre-approved less than what I know I would have been approved for. Um, but the
Mm.
agent that I had was just terrible.
Oh, I am so sorry that you had a terrible experience. And it is my absolute goal not only not to put you through a terrible experience, but to completely wipe out that experience with giving you a stellar experience if you give me the chance to. So, Ciara, about the mortgage specialist, it's so important for you to know what your buying power is. So, I'm glad that you're familiar with the process. I'm sorry that you didn't get the approval amount that could put you into the home that you foresee yourself being in. However, I'm just curious, are you a Florida resident as well as work a full-time job in Florida?
I do work a full-time job and I am a Florida resident.
Okay, so have you heard of the Hometown Hero program for Florida residents that work full-time?
I, I'm not sure what that is, no.
Okay, well, we are so excited to be the ones to share this wonderful news with you. Right now, there is a program with limited funding, meaning there has to be urgency. And if you're not ready, I understand, no pressure. I just want to make sure that you're well informed of the program and what it offers. This program is offering up to $35,000 of down payment and closing assistance for Florida residents that work a full-time job. This is the second time that they offer the program to Florida residents that work full-time jobs. It was previously only available to nurses, doctors, firefighters, police officers in that field. So if you are prepared to speak with a mortgage specialist, just a 5 to 10 minute conversation to determine some qualifications that will be needed, you may be able to qualify for this loan and who knows, get all the down payment assistance that you need. Is that something that you would be open to discussing with a lender about?
Yeah, I think I would be open to discussing it. I mean, I'm just a little nervous about the credit score because last time that I did that like hard inquiry, it took a big hit on my credit score, which is another reason why I had to wait for a while to even start this process up again.
Yes, yes, I can understand that. As I mentioned, there are requirements to qualify for the program, But the more you informed you are about the process, the more you can prepare if you're not ready now. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, I would say yeah, that being organized is and set up for the process is super important to me.
Great. I'm glad that you agree. So when do you find yourself most available? Is it morning, afternoon, evenings?
I would probably say evenings just because I do get out of work at 6 p.m.
Okay, perfect. So evenings, and then on the weekends, is there any flexibility?
Yes, weekends I'm more flexible.
Okay, great. So if I can get our mortgage specialist, Home Team Lending, to give you a call either this evening at 6 p.m. or preferably on the weekend, is that something that would work for you?
Yes, that would work.
Okay, great. Now that we've gotten through the process of understanding how important it is to have that buying power to know that you're approved, would you mind sharing with me a little bit about what your dreams are in purchasing? Like, where do you see yourself living? You said Davenport. Is that the only area?
Yeah, my mom lives in Davenport, so I just want to be, like I mentioned, very close to her. But I do want to live like a little, maybe a little bit out of the outskirts of Davenport, just because I work in Disney, so I just want to be as close as I can to work as well, making sure that's like an easy commute. Um, I I'm pretty simple. I live with my husband and our one child, so I don't think um too many bedrooms or too many bathrooms is super important right now. I'm not trying to have any more kids anytime soon. So
Okay.
possibly maybe a 3 bedroom, maybe four. I just don't want a lot of bedrooms and a lot of space because I'm barely home to even clean. So
Oh, I
um
completely understand. So would a three-bedroom, two-bathroom be ideal for you?
yeah, that would mostly be ideal for me. I do want something with a big kitchen because when I do get home, I love to cook. Regardless that I don't clean, cooking is my number one for sure. So I would like to
Do-
have a nice spacious kitchen.
Okay. Do you have a deal like me? If I cook, you clean. If you cook, I clean.
Yeah, everybody cleans except for me. That I just want to
Okay.
everybody
I
needs
like
to
it.
clean. Yeah.
Everybody knows their position. I mean, you can't
Ex-
go wrong with that. That's awesome.
yeah.
Okay, so we
Exactly.
want a 3-2, not too big, not too much maintenance, definitely a big kitchen. And is there any other must-haves that you can think of, such as a fenced yard or a porch, enclosed porch, anything like that that really is a deal breaker or a must-have for you?
I would like a large yard. I'm known for hosting big barbecues for like 4th of July weekend, so I want something with a big backyard, lots of space for entertainment.
Okay, excellent. Well, here's what we'll do then, Ciara. I know that right now we don't know what your purchase power is. So I will send you what is available within the Davenport area, 3-2, big kitchen, large yard, based on what the average price is. And then once you speak with Home Team Lending and you know more or less with your approval process, and is this going to be something that you do with your husband?
Yes, that is correct. I will be doing this with my husband.
Okay, and what is his name?
His name is D.
D. Okay. So would D be available this evening as well with you at 6 p.m. to speak with our mortgage specialist?
He will be available. Yeah, around that
Okay,
time.
excellent. And Ciara, the email address I have for you, could you just tell me what's the best email address?
It's Sierra@gmail.com.
Perfect. Okay, Ciara. So you and Dee will be scheduled for this evening at 6 p.m. If anything changes, I'll be sure to let you know. But Home Team Lending is going to go over the hometown programs. I'm sorry, there's a whole lot of homes going on here. We're going to get you in your
Yeah.
home.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. We'll be speaking with you this evening at 6 p.m. They'll go over the process and then just determine if you qualify and then what the next steps are going to be. I didn't establish your current living arrangement. Are you renting at this time?
No, I currently own a home.
Okay. So is that so you're not a first time home buyer? Am I understanding that
I'm
correctly?
sorry.
Or
No, I do rent. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a renter.
okay, well that's okay. You're speaking it into existence. You're an
Exactly.
owner, you're an owner, you're an owner.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm a renter.
Okay, so you're renting, and is that month to month or on a lease?
Uh, on a lease right now. We're finishing up the lease next month.
Oh wow. Okay. Sounds good. Were you planning to
Yeah.
renew the lease or maybe go month to month? Is that something that's an
I spoke to the landlord and he was very able and willing to leave it month to month after that month because he knows I'm in the process of moving. He's a good friend of ours.
fantastic? That's great to know, Ciara. That's really going to help you have the leniency that you need to move forward with the process. And I congratulate you on making the decision for you, your husband, and your child to just move closer to your mom and be closer to work so that you don't have to commute. We will do everything in our power to get you that beautiful home in Davenport with a big kitchen and a large yard. And our lender will be calling you this evening at 6 p.m. And then I'll follow up with you tomorrow to see how that call went. How does that sound?
That sounds great. Thank you.
Fantastic. It's been my pleasure, Sierra. I hope you have an amazing day.